In this tutorial I show you how to do an illustration of mountainous landscape with cable cars using Adobe Illustrator. Our artboard size is 1920 by 1080 and these are the color codes I used to draw this illustration, and I will put these color code in the description section. First I grab this rectangle tool and press in this artboard. Our rectangle size is 1920 by 1080 and I press OK. Next I grab this rectangle here and press this horizontal align left and vertical align top. I grab this Adobe tool and select this color for this our rectangle. Next I am going to draw these mountains. I grab this pen tool and I draw random path like this. I press I in the keyboard and I select this color for that shape and I grab it and move up little bit. Next I grab this pen tool again and draw another mountain like this. Next I click Ctrl and left bracket key and send it to back. Again I grab this pen tool and draw another mountain range like this. Then I press I in the keyboard and select this color for that mountain and I press Ctrl and left bracket key and send it to back. Next I adjust these mountains like this. Again I draw another mountain as I did before. I press I for this Adobe tool and select this color for that mountain and press Ctrl and left bracket once and again I click once and send it to back. Okay, our mountains looks good. The next part is drawing few pointies on this landscape. For that I grab this polygon tool and click and drag once. I press this up arrow key 1, 2 and 3 times and you can see a rectangle has appeared on our artboard. Next I select it and press I for Adobe tool and select this color. I select this rectangle and holding Alt key and Shift key drag up like this. If you press Alt and Shift key at once and drag, you can duplicate objects. I again select this rectangle and press Alt and Shift key and drag down. Next I select this upper rectangles and hold the shift key and drag down like this, and again I select only this top upper rectangle and hold the shift and drag down like this. I select all three these rectangles and press horizontal line center. Then I press Ctrl G for group these three rectangles. Next I grab this rectangle tool and draw a simple shape like this, and select that shapes and the grouped rectangles, and I again the group rectangles once and select horizontal align center, and I again press Ctrl G for group all these objects. Next I grab this point T and holding shift and control I scale down little bit. Next I press Alt key and click left mouse key and drag a duplicate like this. Pressing shift key and Alt key I scale down this, and I press I key for eyedropper tool and select this color for this pine tree. There is another way to duplicate object. You can press this pine tree and go to edit, copy, edit, paste in place. Then you can see our pine tree has duplicated. I drag and drop third pine tree here, and pressing Alt and Shift key I scale down it, and I select this color for this pine tree. I adjust these pine trees looking good way. Again using the same techniques I duplicate few pine trees in here. The next part of our tutorial is drawing this cable cars. I press this sky layer and press Ctrl 2. Now the layer has locked, you can't move it. Next I grab this ellipse tool and holding shift key and Alt, I draw a symmetrical ellipse like this, and select this black color for the ellipse, and I swap fill into stroke. Next I grab this rectangle tool and draw a simple rectangle like this. Then I grab this direct selection tool and I select this corner once, and pressing shift key and right arrow key I press twice. I do the same for the right side. I select this right corner and pressing shift and left arrow key I press twice. Then I grab this selection tool and select all, and I grab this shape builder tool. Holding Alt key I cut off this unwanted stroke. You can see these unwanted strokes we can cut off. Next, without holding Alt key, I merge these two shapes into a one. Again I rubber band select these corners and make rounded shapes. Again I rubber band select these upper corners and round this upper part. Basic structure for our cable car is now okay. Next I select this structure and go to, again I grab this direction tool and rubber band select these upper parts and hold the shift key and left mouse button. I drag up a little bit like this. You see now our cable car basic structure has appeared. I select this line and go to object, path and offset path. I scale down these numbers to -50 and click OK. I grab the selection tool and select this shape we created earlier and pressing I key on the keyboard and select this color. Again I click the selection tool and press this stroke we created earlier. Pressing I key on the keyboard, I select this color for this new shape. Next I grab this rectangle tool and draw a rectangle covering the whole upper side of this cable car. I grab the selection tool and click this rectangle and click this upper shape we created. You can see, and grab this shape builder tool and holding Alt key cut off this part, and without holding Alt key I press once here. Now you can see our shape has separated to two parts. This is the glass window of our cable car. I select this window and pressing I key for eyedropper tool and select this color for glass. And I draw another simple line like this using pen tool and swap fill into stroke. Pressing I for eyedropper tool and select this color. Again I swap fill to stroke and reduce the stroke weight here. Okay. Next I select this window and this shape and I press Ctrl G for group these objects. I select it and go to object, path, offset path, and I increase this number to 6. Next I ungroup this and select these shapes and press this unite button. Next I press the eyedropper tool and select this color for that shape and holding Ctrl and left bracket key I send it to back. Next I add few reflection for this cable car window. I grab this rectangle tool and draw a rectangle and grab this direction tool and round these corners. Pressing I on the keyboard for eyedropper tool and I select this color for these reflections of this window. Next I grab the selection tool and rotate it and I scale down it little bit and holding Alt key duplicate few shapes. I select these three shapes and press Ctrl G and reduce this opacity value to 55. Reflection is okay. I again press Ctrl and left bracket key and send it to back because it's behind this glass window. Now the upper side of the cable car is okay. I select all these elements and Ctrl G for group objects. Now you can see all objects are grouped. I keep it here, and next I draw the upper side of this cable car by holding rectangle tool and draw a simple rectangle like this. Again I press the Adobe tool and select this color for this upper part, and clicking this direction tool and round these corners. I grab the selection tool and move down it a little bit and scale down. Again I grab this rectangle tool and draw simple rectangles, holding shift and this upper part. Draw two rectangles and select these all two rectangles and Ctrl G for group them, and press this upper part once and press again this upper part and click horizontal align center. After doing it, these two elements perfectly align for horizontally for this object. Again I grab this pen tool and draw a simple path like this. Then I grab the selection tool. Then I swap this fill into stroke. I increase this stroke value here and make butt cap option to round cap option. Again I grab this direct selection tool and rubber band select this part, and I curve this side of this path. Now our upper side of our cable car is okay. Next I rubber band select all and Ctrl G. Now all objects are grouped. Next I draw the cable. I grab this pen tool and click here once and click here. I select this simple line and press I for Adobe tool and select this color for our cable and swap fill to stroke and increase the stroke value to 2. I scale down this cable car a little bit. Next we need to draw the moving mechanical parts of our cable car. For that I grab this rectangle tool and draw a simple rectangle like this. And I press this Adobe tool and select this color for this rectangle and grab this direct selection tool and click rectangle and round these corners like this. Next I grab this ellipse tool and draw a simple ellipse, holding Alt and shift key and press eyedropper tool for select color and select this black color for this part. Next I press shift and hold key and drag another shape, and again I do the same. I select all these three shapes and press horizontal distribute center. Now our objects are perfectly distributed horizontally. Next I select these three objects and Ctrl G for group them, and again I select this grey color object. Next I select these three circles and this grey color objects once, and again I click this grey color object and press horizontal align center and vertical align center. Now these three objects are perfectly aligned to our grey color object. I select both of them and Ctrl G for group them. Next I drag it here and grab this corner and rotate little bit like this. And I scale down. I adjust this part, scale down and place here. Next I click these mechanical parts we created and this cable car and Ctrl G for group all these objects. Okay, our cable car is now looks good. Next I draw another cable car here. For that first I create another cable starting from here. And I press I for eyedropper tool and select this color. Next I grab this cable car we created and go to edit, copy, edit, paste in place. Now our cable car has duplicated. I grab it here and holding shift and hold I scale down this cable car and place it here. I think our second cable car should be large, so I again press shift key and hold key and increase the size and place here. Next we need to draw a few clouds for our sky. For that I grab this ellipse tool and clicking shift and hold key I draw a circle like this and I swap this stroke to fill. Next I holding alt and shift and left mouse key and drag and duplicate our circle, and I do it again and I press this middle circle and holding shift and scale up little bit and scale down this circle little bit. Next I grab this rectangle tool and cover and draw a rectangle covering this upper part of our circles. Next I select all these shapes and grab this shape builder tool holding alt key and cut off these unwanted parts. Okay, next I select all these elements and press I for eyedropper tool and click here for this color. Next I unite these all three objects by clicking this button on this part finder panel. Click to unite. I select this direct selection tool and grab this and a rubber band, select this corner and round these corners. I scale down this cloud here and I using same techniques I do different cloud like we did earlier. Okay, next I press this Alt key and create few duplicates clouds. I select this cloud and send it to back of our wires. Pressing by Ctrl and left bracket key. Okay, now our illustration is almost done. I hope you remember we locked this sky layer earlier. To unlock it, I click Object, Unlock All. Now sky layer has unlocked. Then I click this sky layer and these land parts we drew earlier and grab the shape builder tool and press Alt and cut off these unwanted parts. Now our illustration is okay. Like and subscribe if you like my tutorials. Thank you.